What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Real Girl. Hello and welcome to Pro Black. Tonight, our topic is generational curses. As y'all know, I will be joined by my co-host, as always, your one and only favorite fat girl, Miss Philo My Fupa, and we are going to be breaking down generational curses and the traumas that the I don't know how I just got tongue tied. We're going to be breaking down generational curses and the generational trauma that comes with it. And we want y'all to engage as much. I don't know why I'm getting tongue twisted tonight. We want y'all to engage as much as possible. If y'all can, please share this live so that everyone can see and join in with us. And also, stay locked in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add mine's and yours favorite fat girl, Miss Philo My Fupa, and we're gonna get started, okay?
Hey,
Hey, beautiful. I'm cracking up.
how you feeling tonight?
Good, you look gorgeous as
Thank you.
always.
So do you.
Thank you. So, we speaking on generational curses tonight. What is your take on generational curses?
Um, my take on them. We all got them. We all got generational curses that we have to break. Some are good, some are bad. I feel like the Black community, we all share certain ones,
Mm,
right?
yeah. So, for the most part, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, naming some generational curses. One generational curse I want to start with is crabs in a barrel.
Mm-hmm.
We got this thing where since everybody feel, because we all struggle, we all got our struggles, but it's like when we see other people in our family doing better than others, it's a big feeling of intimidation. So they start projecting their fears and a whole bunch of negativity. Bitch, what you snaking on?
A fruit roll up. I'm trying to put my charger in. My bad.
I'm cracking up. But they got this thing where they project their fears and their negative energy and their negative thoughts on it because they're scared of the outcome. So when it comes to shit like that, what do you think about that? If you ever, I'm not gonna say that because you don't want to put people out there, but have you ever witnessed anybody do that, or what's your take on that?
Um, I witnessed it. I've witnessed it. I've experienced it. That's a major thing in the Black community, especially for Black women. I feel like.
Mm.
What about you?
Yes, I witnessed it far too often. I know for a fact that projecting fears is a big one. And like you said, especially with Black women, because it's so hard for us to people make it hard for us to get out of this box. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Society confines us. So when we already confined by society and then our family add on to that, it's like you feel like you can't do but so much.
Right.
So like when it comes to shit like that, it's just like, why not uplift me? You know what I mean? Of course you're gonna bring the pros and the cons to me because it's a pro and a con to everything that you do in life. But the first thing you say is, "Oh, you can't do this. You
Mm-hmm.
can't do this. You can't do this." But you feel like I can't do this because you
You
never took the
can.
initiative to do it.
Right.
So why not just sit there and face people? I feel like people are scared to face their fears. I feel like people are scared to face their fears when it comes to being successful, or not even just successful, doing things that's out of the norm for them and their lifestyle.
I mean, not even. No, I agree with you. It be that
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, but sometimes it just be pure jealousy and envy. Like
Facts.
people don't know how to get over that feeling. Like, and
Mm-hmm.
I've experienced it not just in families, but with Black women. Period. Like I've had friendships that went away, like because
Mm-hmm.
of envy and jealousy. They can't handle you being more confident than they feel. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
That's facts. I agree with you, friend. You know, it's so hurtful. Oh, I'm missing the comments. I'm so sorry. All
okay.
right, generational. I don't know why I'm tongue tied tonight, bitch.
Me
Generational
too.
curses are mostly bad habits passed on to the next generations. Someone said, big fact, self doubt is real. Someone said, yep, if you talk a certain way or make some success, it's called acting white, but talking in slang or being in a struggle is acting black.
Right.
And you know what's crazy? All right. So my cousin, she used to live in Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
And my aunt wanted to show me something different. So she was like, come out here for the summer. You know, we gonna do this, we gonna do that, whatever, whatever. I'm like, all right, bet, we out. Like, it's good to see something different, something new.
Mm-hmm.
Me being so confined and staying in the hood, right? I go out there, I'm just in awe. Like, oh my God, it's so clean. Oh my God, like little dumb shit. You know what I mean? But when I went to see my cousin, I finally got to my cousin's house and I saw her and she was like, hi, Lachey. And I was like, why are you talking like that?
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, what do you mean? I'm like, why are you talking like that? Like, that's not my cousin. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
my aunt went out her way to show her kids other than the ghetto.
Yeah.
But me being used to that, once she started, you know, I was, and to me, it was like, oh, bitch, you acting white or
It
you
was
acting like you
foreign to
better
you.
than me.
Yeah.
I was intimidated because I wasn't used to that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was closed off. So that's definitely so. You ever experienced something like that where,
Definitely. I experienced it in my family. All right, so like I guess when I articulate, I naturally sometimes use big words. Like I like to expand my vocabulary, but
mm-hmm,
my family, you know, you always got them hood people in your family. Um, I remember one time my cousin was, we was just having a conversation. Mind you, this is one of my older cousins. She in her 40s or whatever.
mm-hmm,
So she goes, "Yeah, Monica, da 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 da. You a black girl, but I think like you like the white black girl." I'm like, "What? I've never heard that in my life." It's just,
mm-hmm.
and I had to realize that it's not me being white because that's not what it is.
Right.
I could talk hood like just like anybody the fuck else, but it's you being intimidated by my intelligence and how I
Facts.
articulate myself.
Facts.
Right. So
That should be said. Like, and it's crazy because when you grow and you evolve in life and
mm-hmm.
you look back and reflect on shit like that, you be like, damn, I was an ignorant motherfucker. You know what I mean? That's how it was for me. Now, when people do that, like for instance, you was the one getting looked at as like the black white girl or the girl that thinks she know it all, or I
it wasn't
guess you
even
know
that.
what I
It's
mean?
just because I'm don't do the typical black thing. I don't like to shake my ass and shit
Right.
like that. So you automatically assume I'm on the other side. You know what I'm saying?
And the crazy thing about that is that, like you said, that don't take away your blackness. You're still a fucking black girl. You still get the black experience. You just talk different and you act different. But not every black girl does that as well either. But it's definitely a norm. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they put that norm on, oh, black girls shake their ass all day. Black girls do this. Black girls do that.
Gotta be ratchet. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Loud and shit like that. So
Right.
once you see something outside of that or goes against that mindset, it's automatically, oh, you on the other side, you white. So
Hmm.
I understand where you're coming from with it.
Yeah, that shit is
I can't
crazy.
see no comments. There's more.
Someone said we have to stop thinking struggling is a badge of honor.
Right.
Success is a badge of honor.
I mean, I don't want to say that struggling not a badge of honor. Never forget where you came from.
Right.
But I want to say stop using it as a crutch when you
Hmm.
intimidated.
I feel that.
And put them in a box or say, oh, you this way because you're not like me.
Hmm. That's real shit. See now, my whole thing is we all got things that we go through. So it's like struggling, that shit normal to us. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And struggling bring growth. Struggles bring growth. There's no way that, because I feel like struggling is definitely a badge of honor. Like for people that don't know,
Mm-hmm.
you know my brother, Monica. My
Mm-hmm.
big brother is in the league. A lot of people did not know his journey. They just saw it as, oh, that's what's up. Da, da, da. They did not know that man grind and his struggle
Mm-hmm.
to get to where he is. And the crazy thing about it is, a lot of people see a lot of success and stuff, but it's a lot of frustration behind the scenes as well. We're not gonna go too deep on that, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's always a struggle with something. Adversity brings growth.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Definitely.
and success could be intimidation. The biggest intimidation for us is as far as generational curses. What you think?
I agree. The intimidation, because when you see somebody on top, you think it automatically came easy. They lucky. You don't see, like you said, you don't see how hard they was grinding.
Mm-hmm.
So you thinking, okay, it was easy for them. It's not easy for me. That's not fair.
Right.
Why they get it like that? That's where you get that fucking crabs in the barrel syndrome from.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely agree that it's a generational curse. And then Massa used to play us against each other for food. So
I'm cracking the fuck up.
it's just in our
Real
DNA.
shit though. Nah, for real. And with the crab in a barrel syndrome comes the entitlement.
Oh, I got comments.
You got comments? Go ahead, cool.
Somebody said what I meant was that we think you can only be really indigenous person if you poor in the hood struggling. That struggle means indigenous. It doesn't. If you get me,
Hmm.
I get you. So our image, whenever we think of our image, we see the struggle. You think of good
Right.
times or some shit like that.
Right.
Not realizing it's all types of black people, or like you said, indigenous people. It's all types of us.
Yes. All types. I'm sorry, y'all. Bitch was parched.
No, bitch, because I'm about to eat this. I was waiting on a good time to clear my mouth.
Listen, this is our platform. Do your thing, mamas.
Uh,
Eat, drink, whatever. But where I was getting at. Okay, so with the crab in the barrel syndrome and the struggles and things like that, when it comes to success being a badge of honor, along with that comes entitlement. That is another generational curse that we have that it is not spoken on
What you
enough.
mean by entitlement? Like looking down your nose at people?
Like you just feel like everybody owe you everything.
Okay.
You get what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay. Now I understand now.
Okay. So as far as that entitlement, um, even not even just with success, with other things, period. Like a lot of right, as a whole, our black people, we feel as though even though we are entitled to a lot of shit, we still take away from the fact that we have to go and get shit done ourselves. So like people be like, oh, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, but in order to get what you want, you have to do certain shit. It's not going to get handed to you.
Right, that lazy spirit. Like, come on
Mm-hmm.
now. We all with black skin, old 40 acres in a mule, but let's face the fact that they never gonna give us that shit. If you
Exactly.
want something, you gotta get about a sweat on your brow, and it's just that simple. And motherfuckers to give up so easy because something is hard,
Mm-hmm.
and then turn around and wonder why they ain't got shit. And be mad at the world, like you said, that entitlement. Oh, this is what was done to me. That's why I'm this way. Take responsibility.
Period.
Somebody said being black with an education is the gods is taking as behind whitewashed. It said, okay. And then he got the little asterisk. So I think I got what you said.
Oh, being black in the hood is taken as being whitewashed. Being black with an education in the hood is taken as being whitewashed. It's sad.
Okay, definitely. We eye to eye now.
Yes. Most definitely. I think that what you would think about that?
um, I agree. Like we just said, like I just said, I experienced it, and you experienced it with your cousin
Mm-hmm.
being whitewashed. Automatically, you talk white. She's so white. Da 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 da. It is sad to speak with intelligence. You automatically on the outskirts. Motherfuckers looking at you like you crazy. Oh, she thinks she white. She thinks she better than everybody just because you know how to articulate or you go against what they see as fit for a black woman, or
Right.
they just feel intimidated because they feel like they can't do that.
Right. And
Shit.
why like so now this goes down to dysfunction.
Mm-hmm.
So now that we on dysfunction is unfortunately is normal to us. Why do you think that?
I understand what you're saying. I don't think it's normal. That shit, it grinds my fucking gears. But I don't know why it's so natural for us to hate on each other and shit like that. Because that's dysfunction. You're not supposed to hate on your sister or somebody that's like you that's doing well. White people don't do that shit. People of other races, let me not just say white people. People of other races don't do that. We are the only race that really hates on each other. Or
Facts.
find something bad to say before we find something good. And that goes to us being played the fuck against each other for so long. So, did I drift off there? Did I answer your question?
Bitch, no, you did.
Okay.
Is there any specific generational curses that you want to touch on?
No, I think you hit some good ones. Like, the main ones I experience, especially with women, is the crab in the barrel syndrome. Like, I've noticed I've lost a lot of friendships. Like, me being who I am, I wasn't always Miss Phil on my fupa. Bitch, I used to be insecure, like crazy insecure. And I had a lot of friends who loved me and wanted me to be happy because I deserved it. But once I stepped into my power and it's not even I gave off an attitude like, bitch, I'm better than you. Once I understood my worth, they had a problem with that. And it was offensive to them. So they automatically started throwing shade at me and doing little spiteful shit to where I had to be like, okay, you're not really my friend. Because if you was my friend, you would want to see me win and you would boost me up like how I was doing for you. Period. It was cool when I was the insecure fat friend, but now when I'm the bad bitch, you can't handle that because, oh, this bitch, is she better than me? Bitch, I might be, but I ain't say that. You said. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that was a little contradictory, but y'all see where I'm going with it.
I'm cracking the fuck up. No, that's real shit though, my nigga. That's real shit. You know what it was though, friend? They got used to you being in that state. So now that you, like you said, now that you stepped in your power, it's like, this ain't her. She not the same person. Bitch, I'm not.
And that's good. I'm supposed to evolve.
Exactly. And people are scared of change. I noticed that about our people too. Like, we are scared to evolve. A lot of us are scared to evolve. It's a scary experience. Shit. You think it's fucking easy to evolve? No. It's scary, but that's just a part of life. If anything is not changing, you're not growing.
Absolutely.
And people don't understand it. Someone said, you are not responsible for the trauma, but you are responsible for your healing. It takes time, but it's upon us to do the work. It ain't easy, but life is harder if you don't.
Okay.
I like it.
Definitely. Y'all know, Avon said it best. Anything worth having is worth fighting for. You got to put in that motherfucking effort.
Period.
Like, I don't know, Shay. Think of something that you had to work hard for, that you're proud of.
This with me and you.
Oh, shit. Y'all know I always say working out because I don't know what happened. Like, the butt gene skipped me. Everybody else in my motherfucking family, especially my mom's side, got asses. So when I got mine, I had to put in that work, and you know it's hard to work for your glutes. So
no, for real.
That's my example, y'all.
Period.
And that shit hurt, literally.
But you're doing it, bitch.
For real, and I'm proud of it. And then that entitlement that's deserved when you work for some shit. Can't nobody take that from you.
Not at all.
Like it's one thing. I'm not gonna talk shit because y'all know I just got my stamps. But government assistance, being on that, you're supposed to use it. You don't use it as a crutch. You use it as a stepping stone. And then when you can afford to do better, all right, when I can afford food out my pocket, I'm gonna be hype and say, oh yeah, bitch, I ain't got no stamps.
Right.
But right now I do, and I'm living la vida loca.
Look, bitch.
Shout out to PA because y'all looked out for a bitch.
Go to the Poppies and get me some motherfucking hot Cheetos, bitch.
Yes.
Right. Listen, I take pride in my food stamps now because my biggest thing, like, I used to tell my mom this all the time. I don't even want to be on welfare. I used to say that shit a long time ago when I was a teenager. Like, when I first got pregnant with my daughter, I told my mom, like, I need to get a job. And she was like, just go to the welfare office and do what you gotta do. And I was like, no, mom, I want to work and go to school. And she like, well, X, Y, and Z. We had our little situation. But I never wanted to continue the curse of getting assistance. Because it was a thing with me where, as though I was already,
like it would cripple you?
I already was codependent. I noticed it at a young age, so I wanted to break out of it early, but it taught me to be more codependent. So like, when I started falling down, I always expected somebody to push me back up every single time. And that was where I had to take accountability for myself. I wasn't being responsible.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't responsible. So that was always a big thing for me. I did not want to be on welfare, but bitch, I'm taking advantage of my little stamps too. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I know for a fact, bitch, when I get off that shit and we start making these M's,
Mm-hmm.
bitches popping a bottle, eating some motherfucking what's that shit? Caviar. That shit probably nasty as fuck. But we gonna
It
turn
might
up.
not be. We gonna find out though. I want to try some white truffles, bitch, because they be hyping them the fuck up.
Look, bitch, we gonna get there.
Y'all can come through, get a plate. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can come through.
Come eat at the table.
Yes. So, what are men in the comments? What are some generational curses that y'all experience?
Right.
Not
That's.
just from family, but with each other.
Mm-hmm.
We'd love to hear from you.
Yes, we would love to
You
hear
know, I
from
can't see
you
the shit.
all. We would love to hear from you all. But as far as other generational curses, now, a big one that is extremely bothersome for me is degradation.
Say it again.
Degra- Degradation, when people degrade you. So, a lot of people take it as, some people say it as, oh, I'm building you up for you to be strong on the outside, or like they make up their little excuses, but for the most
Right.
part, they degrade you because that's really how they feel about you.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Like, for instance, if I'm talking to my kids, right, and they get on my fucking nerves and I'm super mad, I'm like, you fucking funny looking big head ass little boy. I'm saying that because I mean that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference between trying to tough somebody up or bring them down. That's bringing them down. That's degrading them. Because now when they go outside,
Mm-hmm.
they really, whatever you say to a child, they really think that of themselves.
See, but that's tricky though, because I know I got an aunt who I would hear her talk to her kids like in that way.
Mm-hmm.
But she says she say it because she was taught if they hear it in the house, when they hear it outside, it ain't gonna be no surprise. You know what I'm saying? Now,
True.
it's not like she would drag them,
Mm-hmm.
but she would say something like to my little cousin, "Sit your little bald headed ass down." So I mean, I guess if she hear it in the house, you hear it outside. Now she ain't drag her. She got her mom hair texture, but
Mm-hmm.
it's to prepare you to a certain extent. Like you call your son, "Sit your little big headed ass down." I
Mm-hmm.
guess when a little kid come up to him and say, "Ooh, your hair's so big," he gonna be able to say, "So what?" He heard it before. It's gonna thicken his skin.
Right.
Now it depends on what you saying and how you say it. Like the truth come out how you really feel about him. Like you said, it comes out especially in anger.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on your intent and what you saying out your mouth.
Facts.
Now it's different for you to say, "Little boy, sit your little big headed ass down," or "Oh my God, you get on my fucking nerves. I can't stand you. Sit the fuck down." That's
Mm-hmm.
different. That's two
Yeah,
different things.
most definitely. But the thing that a lot of us don't consider is that people take things differently.
Right.
Now, for like I said, if I say you big head ass little boy, da, 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 he could take it as, I know I got a big head, I don't give a fuck. Or he could take it as an insecurity, like, damn, like I'm really funny looking because I got a big ass head. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
but people for the most part, we take things as like, oh, I'm just talking shit, or I'm just this, or I'm just that. It's very inconsiderate of that person's feelings. Then when they talk about it, it's like, oh, you being a pussy, bro. Like, you know what I mean? But they really telling you, this is hurting my feelings. This is hurting my feelings. This is hurting my feelings. And you
I
just like,
mean,
whatever.
I feel like that would go towards intent again. Like, cause I'm sure you only say some shit like that to your son when he pissing you the fuck off. So he know
Right.
mom mad at me right now. But I
Yeah.
hear how you talk to them when you on a regular. You show love, so they know the difference. Now, if
Yeah.
you just always got the negative shit to say and never any positive, okay, yeah, that's hurting my feelings. But as a human, you can't just be out here sensitive as fuck. Like you got to have some
Nah, real
sort of thick
shit.
skin. So it's to a certain extent. Now, if the person is not, they never had positive words for you. Is this orange? That shit left a taste in my fucking mouth. they never had positive words for you, then yeah, okay, I understand it's hurting my feelings. But if they jokingly say, or you know you pissing somebody off and they say some shit and it's not completely terrible, toughen the fuck up. You know you ain't perfect. You probably do got a big ass head, big ass nose. You ain't looked in the mirror. She mad at you. You know what I'm saying? She ain't say it to hurt you. Now if she start saying unnecessary shit and like, damn, I didn't know you felt that way. That's different. I feel like it's two different things, and we gotta know the difference. Like, don't be out here soft as shit, and every little thing is just offending you. Come on, grow a thick skin.
That's real shit. Especially being in the hood, bitch. You got to. That's why you gotta be quick on your feet with the motherfucking jokes. Somebody talk about you, you gotta talk that shit right back. You feel me? You gotta punch that. You gotta sock it to them niggas. Like
real shit. You don't know how big, especially if you're from Philly. That's the thing. We should do that shit in a circle.
Okay. All day, every day.
Either we was bidding or clapping it the fuck up. Remember that beat? Hey. Play too fucking much.
All right, somebody said, hey Sydney. She said, one of my friends told me that her mom and family used to drag her, but let her know everything I'm saying gonna be worse outside. So she made sure she showed love to build her up, but also didn't hold back on the tough love.
That's true. That's crazy because that happened in my family too. Like my mom and my sister. I remember one time they was talking about my younger brother or whatever, and I got mad because I'm that sensitive person. So I'm like, stop talking about him. You gonna make him insecure. Da 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 da. They straight said to me, well, we telling him the truth, and if he hear it from us, he not gonna be shocked when he hear it outside. So I guess I feel like it's a certain way to do it.
Yes.
Because don't be honest, you don't want a baby like your son. If he got a big ass head, you don't want to baby him like, oh, honey, no, it's not that big. Don't fucking lie to him.
Shit, of course not. I be like, your head big as fuck, young boy. Like,
you gotta prepare him for the world.
You cute as shit with your big ass head.
Real shit. Like you gotta prepare him for the world.
I tell my kids all the time, like, all right, now my daughter, right? She recently came up to me and was telling me that some girl was talking about calling her fat and this and that. Now, the way I empower my daughter, I call her fat girl. That's one of her little nicknames for me. Like, I talk to her and be like, hey, fat girl, what's up with you, fat girl? You look so cute, fat girl. You know, little things like that. So I'm saying that to her in a positive way. So when people say it to her negative, she like,
you know, I had a cousin like that. So you teaching her how to take the word back and use it as empowerment. I had a cousin like that. She was growing up. I was insecure, but she was always like positive about her weight. And I noticed this because of her dad. Her dad used to do that with her, and she changed the meaning of fat as well. That's back when Fat Girls came out, PHAT or some shit.
Yes.
So she would always use that, and I couldn't understand her confidence when I was younger. So that shit really makes a difference. It does. So that's good shit.
No, real shit. I ain't perfect. I'll be trying though, especially when it comes to my baby girl. Like, I feel like with boys, you have to be firm with them. Especially by me being mainly a boy mom. You get what I'm saying? Like, I got 3 boys. So me babying them, that shit ain't gonna do no good for them out in the real world.
Right.
Now, my daughter, I speak positively to her so that when people do come negative, she don't believe it because she already know the positivity of it. Like, so when it comes to shit like that, I don't play that shit. Like, I talk shit to all of them so they could be prepared for it. But mainly when it comes to my boys, that's when I'm firm. Like, yeah, your hair big as shit, but you cute though.
Real shit. Keep them
You know
humble.
what I mean? Like even if I play with them, be like, yo, you ugly as shit, young boy. Like when they make certain faces, you ugly as shit. It's like, no, I'm fucking with you. You really cute for real, but you know what I mean? Like little dumb shit, like playing around.
Yeah,
so they can know the difference between somebody fucking with them and somebody really, you know what I mean?
Gonna hurt them, yeah.
So somebody said talking shit, bitting, and beefing is indigenous culture.
Real shit.
And somebody said, Sydney said, my son won. And I already be like, if you don't move that big ass head, your mom not a glass maker. I'm cracking up. Said, that's mulatto, and I'm so mad that she folded and changed it.
Oh, yeah. Her name?
I wanted her to embrace that. I'm not going to lie to you. Because that's like when we use the word nigga.
We still call her mulatto, though. That's the thing.
Exactly. But when they took, I feel like, I'm not going to say I feel like they took her. her power. But I feel like it was like, all right, well, I feel like she considered other people's feelings a little too much because motherfuckers was being sensitive. We say nigga all day in a positive way.
She was thinking about her fan base and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
I get it, but come on. That's how you came out already. We already accepted you with
She
that
should have
name.
stood in her power, yeah.
Stand in your power. Stand firm on that shit. I'm still with her on that. I'm still a fan of Mulatto, but I feel like she should have stood firm in that shit. Like, look, this what it is, and this what it's going to be. If you ain't like it, if you don't like it, go the fuck it.
Yeah, I understand where she was coming from. Like, because I hear I got a lot of lighter people in my family, and I know like they call each other, oh, white boy, white girl. I guess that back in the day, that was a whole thing with them. Like, because you know we got like I don't want to say segregation, but we be against each other. So just to push them on the outskirts, oh, you not black, you a white girl. So she's standing in her power. So like you said, I agree. She should have stood in her fucking power.
Yes, bitch. Stand in your
She
fucking
had
power.
valid reason to call herself that. I'm sure.
Period. Because that was definitely a fucking negative term. Like if you was in the times back then, and you say, "Oh, you mulatto," they look at you like, you know what I mean? Like, and black people used to say that all the time to other black people. Like, so, like I said, we took the word nigga back.
You think that's where the word mutt came from? Mulatto?
Mhm. Mhm. Cause what the fuck? Where else could it come from? Shit.
I'm just thinking about some shit. Yeah, but
I'm cracking up. She said, saying she should have kept it because how can it hurt other people if she is mulatto? Exactly. That's what the fuck you
it's
are.
just motherfuckers don't want to see her standing in her power. They'll find any fucking excuse.
I feel like people do too much. I feel like they did too much with that shit. Like it's a fucking name that she came up with, and like if you accepted her with that name before, accept her with the name now. Why the fuck you so mad now?
All right.
That's how she got her. She came in with her foot in the door with like that. Now you want her to change it. Fuck y'all.
Real shit.
So now that's gonna lead to judgment.
What you mean?
Generational curse of judgment. We judge motherfuckers all day long.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't want to take that when people judging us. So it's like the world too sensitive. Ever since we had Black Lives Matter, everybody trying to be seen and heard. I feel like it was like that before Black Lives Matter though. What you think, friend?
Yeah, of course. But I feel like it's to the extreme now that we got this social media era.
Mm-hmm.
So motherfuckers really feel like they could be heard because the trolls is real.
Very real. Very real. Social media changed the game when it comes to things that's not that fucking deep.
Mm.
And everybody try to force their way of thinking on other people. Everybody not gonna agree with you, yo. Everybody think different. Everybody's different for a reason. Everybody not gonna
Like
agree with
humans
you.
are though. They think their mindset is the best, and if you're not thinking how I'm thinking, then you're thinking the wrong way.
Shit is goofy to me.
That's how it is in religion, for real.
Child, yes.
I feel like religion is a generational curse too. So many of them.
Ooh, that's a deep one, friend. Break it down for me.
All right, so we talked about Christianity, we talked about Islam,
Mm-hmm.
just the way they are in the black communities. There's a lot of generational curses going on with that. All right, just how the church is. I'm not gonna say every church is like that, but
Mm-hmm.
a lot of my experiences with the black church is you don't really feel love. You feel shunned and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
You feel ashamed for being who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And then Islam, I want to say it's a lot of hypocrisy with Islam because they preach a certain way, but motherfuckers be saying one thing and then doing a whole nother out
No,
in the open.
facts. That shit is weird. Like, see, when it comes to religion, for me,
Mm-hmm.
well, you already know how we feel about religion.
Definitely.
So once I started seeing a lot of hypocrisy in religion. It was like, well, what the fuck? What should I believe in? You know what I mean? It's just like in I'm the type of person that the type of people that we are. We like to learn. You know what I mean? Like we love to seek knowledge. So by us seeking knowledge from all different places, it's like this can't possibly be the only way to God. One way can't specifically be stricken to God.
Over my few years, of living on this earth, I've acquired that, these sets of rules, which is basically that's what religion is. These sets of rules, they just supposed to be guidelines. This is how you get to God. It's no other way than me reaching out to him myself, me feeling him. Nobody can feel him for me. Nobody can tell me how to get to him. My story is not like anybody else's. And then religions are contradictory, period. Because think about Christianity. Depending on what kind, like I told you, I was a apostolic Christian, so it was always one thing after another after another. First you had to get saved, and you had to get baptized, and you had to speak in tongues, and once you got to speak in tongues, it was something else. I couldn't get to the tongues. I'm like, God damn, I'm trying, it's not working. Islam, you gotta pray 5 times a day. How you gonna have enough time to pray 5 times a day, do wudu, sleep with your wife to repopulate the fucking planet, and then have multiple wives and sleep with all of them, and then make it on time? Because I know the morning prayer, men can't even miss that prayer. If they missed more than like 1 or 2, they fucked up. They gotta
And the
make
man's
it up or
supposed
some
to
shit.
lead the prayer and all of that.
That's what I'm saying. So how is it you physically cannot do these things? You can't fit these guidelines. It's impossible for a human. So you always striving towards something you can't achieve. Who wants to know that they can never be what they want to be? Don't nobody want to do that shit.
That's real shit.
I feel like it makes you miserable, even though and it makes you miserable and forces you to conform. And
it's
that's just some
definitely a
shit
way
I'm
of
not with.
conformity. It's definitely a way of conformity, friend. All right, we got some comments, boo. It said, don't take shit personal. That stops what people think about what people think about it. Ain't your business. And it said, religions are just like prisons. God is the wardens. The followers are inmates who have to follow rules of an invisible warden who threatens you if you act up. Someone said, Sid said, I tried to learn about every religion, but learning about it, I found that God only wants us to love and have a relationship with him, so I don't have a religion. Someone said, the real God is a great spirit who wants us to connect to it and raise vibrations through nature. You are made up of the same thing like the great spirit.
I know who that is saying that, and I feel like he put me on D to a lot of shit.
Yeah,
with
he's
religion.
very
Like
wise.
I feel like the people be so contradictory in religions because they take on the characteristics of their God. Think about it. In Christianity, God described in the Bible, love. I'm all about love. I am love. But love is peace, is kindness, is mercy. But then he'll turn around and say, I'm a jealous God.
I'm a jealous God, yes.
Don't
That
do this,
shit.
or you'll make me angry. I'll smite you. What about compassion and turning the other cheek? So it's contradiction in the religion, in the religious text, and in the God, the deity itself. And then motherfuckers take on these characteristics, and you wonder why, or why you saying one thing but then doing another. That's what they God is showing them. They acting like they God. I don't know, the God I know, who's loving and compassionate, he ain't steered me wrong yet, and I didn't feel him. I felt him closer in Islam than I did in Christianity, but I didn't feel him closer until, like, I didn't really feel him until I stepped out of religion and reached out to him on my own. You know what I'm saying?
And that's how you're supposed to do it.
Right.
That's how you're supposed to do it instead of things being enforced on you. Like I told you before, damn near my whole family Muslim, so that's what I really grew up into. So, and I felt like Islam confined me. Like you said, I'm a very outgoing person. I like to get pretty. I like makeup. I like doing my hair. That's ways of expressing myself. You get what I'm saying? So by me being the type of person that I am, and then motherfuckers turn around and tell me, you gotta cover up. I do feel pretty covered up. But that's not how I'm expressing I might want to cover up today and fucking have my pigtails tomorrow.
Right.
Do that make me not that you want me to be modest. You get what I'm saying? But my whole thing is that is not me 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
1 minute I might want to show my cleavage. The next minute I might want to fucking suit and tie. Like God made me the way He made me for a reason.
Right.
So why do I have to confine to this if I'm not happy? God want me to be happy, right?
God tell you to be proud. Don't be boastful, but you could be proud.
Right.
You covering up yourself. That I feel like not even to try to shame it because there's so much beauty in being covered, but it don't look like you proud. It look like you bowed and humbled, right?
And it's crazy, yeah, and it's crazy because I never thought of religion as a generational curse. That's the crazy part. I thought of it as a way to divide and conquer. Yeah, but I never thought of a way as a generational curse.
Yeah. Especially
That's
when
a
it's being taught a certain way.
that's a good job, Monica. Somebody said, then they give God a sex. They
Yeah,
call him
your
a
energy really
male.
swoopy on it. Like, bitch,
You
I'm
see it, bitch?
teaching. You see the
I'm
waves?
mad at I'm mad at myself though, ho. You know what I did?
Wait,
I put a perm in my head.
why? You wanted that fucking ponytail to be slicky
Bitch,
on.
I wanted to be slick, but now I'm mad at
Your natural
myself.
texture was so pretty. Oh my god.
Yes, friend. Now I have to go through all the shit to get it back. But somebody said, then they give God a sex. They call him a male, so to remove they call him a male to remove the matriarch system that we were to a man. Dominant religions, the religion of Abraham, all of them are from the Middle East, not America. So it ain't culture. Then Sis said, but God is a woman. What you think, friend?
I understand both of your opinions.
Me too.
I don't personally think God is a woman. I think he's a being.
God is an entity.
He's like he's just like he's a force. He's neither woman nor man because he can take on
Because it's both
characteristics of both.
energies.
Yeah, it's like some yin and yang shit.
Mm-hmm. But yes, so now generational trauma. What's some generational trauma um that affected you? I know that um generational trauma that I have is trust issues.
Mm-hmm.
It could be the closest person to me. I know they give a fuck about me. I know they love me. I know they care. But I still got this thing in the back of my fucking head like they're gonna do this to me.
I'm just so fascinated by your fucking edges.
Stop,
Yes,
friend.
I agree with you. I feel like more so for me insecurities, but trust issues as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like just me hearing my parents say I don't trust nobody, shit like that. Like, damn, you don't even trust me.
Mm-hmm.
So I got it in my head not to trust anybody, and then what people fucking showed me
Yeah, the
makes
most
me not
definitely.
want to trust any fucking body.
Real shit. Now, I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to certain people, I know for a fact I can trust. It don't even be with a shadow of a doubt. Some people, but that's rare.
See, and the crazy, I'm so fucked up. I'm in my head like, no, ain't nobody I could trust 100%. Just from my parents, my dad always taught me you don't trust nobody before yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's, I feel like that's one of my. So yeah, trust issues for me is heavy.
Yeah, trust issues. All right. Somebody said, I agree. Trust issues and financial literacy, I feel like, are
Definitely.
just generational curses. Why are we so untrusting? Now, financial literacy is one of the biggest generational curses that we have. And the sad part about it is we used to have shit. We used to have shit. And we used to be big on businesses with the black community. We actually had our own communities where people knew where to go to and everything. I feel like integration fucked us up.
Yeah, a lot of these generational curses, they only like a good 2 or 3 generations old.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Think about Black Wall Street. These were successful black people on their way to be fucking millionaires. Every time we had something, they took it from us. They tore it down. They destroyed it. So okay, there go our hope, are looking for better. Even when we fucking get it out the fucking mud, they still take it from us. So what's the point?
Real shit.
Continue.
Someone said Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Definitely.
We had a whole lot, and it was taken away from us every time. Somebody said the white people took what we had, so they left us with nothing. Facts. Every single time we had something, they took it away. But the crazy thing about that is we don't even realize that with all of this going on, we still have that power. Now, around this era, yeah, it's COVID, yeah, it's fucked up, yeah, people struggling. It's a lot of people struggling, but this is the most unity I've seen. You never saw people on some shit like support black owned businesses, support black owned businesses, support black owned businesses. I never saw that promoted so much until all of this other shit started going on.
Right.
That's a good thing, but we still got things that we need to work on. And when it come to that go back to the crab in a barrel syndrome. By us doing the shit that we doing now, a lot of people feel as though like, oh, I don't gotta tell you shit. You need to get it on your own, or they purposely don't support people because they don't want to see them do better. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, what the fuck? But honestly, this time period, it's a lot of disappointment right now because we killing each other like crazy and all this other shit. But as far as financially, the world now, financially with black people, we are doing more with businesses and trying to, get our money to flow.
We rising back to the top.
Someone said we didn't know how to rebuild. Someone said there were 60 indigenous Wall Street and most were bombed by military planes. Someone said facts, this for sure the most unity and entrepreneurship I've ever seen. And then they said Tulsa was not the only one.
Oh, of course not. We found out about whole cities that was drowned the fuck out. Like, people get offended when we say shit like this country is racist, it's built on racism. You know how many times we got tore down? All right, everybody know about 50 acres and a mule. That was the first, all right, psych dickhead by the government.
I like that. That was the first psych dickhead. Go ahead, bitch.
But, all right, so we take that on the chin. We hustle up, we build up again, y'all tear us down. We build up again, y'all tear us down. So I understand how fucking generations and generations after that, 50s come around, we so broken. Oh, what's the point of us trying to build something up? They gonna tear it the fuck down. All right, so we just making it. We struggling, we making it. We start to build up for ourselves again. The Black Panther Party. They had the programs for women and children. So here come the government drawing. They come out with WIC. They come out with food stamps. But here's the catch. Y'all gonna be under our fucking thumb. So that way we make sure y'all can't rise up. That come out, heroin come out. Like we said before in the other live, my mama 70s baby. That's when that shit started.
Yes. That was the most affected by drugs. That's what they call the chemical warfare era. They use drugs to tear us down.
Most of our parents, I feel like most of our generational parents, it was either 70s or 80s babies. So we dealing with the fucking effects or the aftermath of the fucking heroin era, the crack era.
Yes.
And we trying to rebuild from that. We got to keep that in mind. So when we talk about government assistance, everybody being on welfare, we got to understand that we learning how to step off of that crutch when we felt like it was our only way. Because think about the Black Panther Party. They was doing it big in like Chicago and everything, but they didn't reach every state. That's how the government had one up on them.
You know how intimidated they was of them motherfuckers? Black motherfuckers in the street with afros and a gun? Bitch, I'd be scared too.
Yeah.
But I want to be, bitch, I wish I was a part of that era. I'd have been shooting some motherfuckers.
Speaking of motherfuckers with guns, okay, so they passed laws so that we couldn't embrace our fucking rights when we was coming together for unity, but now they want to put them back up so we can come together to tear each other down. Like, y'all gotta peep the fucking madness. They think they slick.
Please do. Because they passing, it's too many states getting passed with this gun shit. You don't need a permit to carry. Now, everybody's seeing it as, what? I could carry my shit around now? Dummy. That's a way for them to keep us to fucking kill each other. Keep killing each other.
Mm.
Who else you gonna fucking kill?
Because you know, black people be scary. They don't want to kill no white person. They
Who
don't
else
want to
you
kill
gonna
nobody of
who
another
else they
race.
gonna kill?
But they
That
kill
shit
somebody that look like them. And it's just fucked
facts.
up.
Prime example, the fucking riots. Motherfuckers stayed in the hood fucking shit up. Ain't nobody go no white neighborhoods to fuck shit up. And them white people was on top of their little fucking target with their gats. They was not playing with
God
nobody.
damn, nigga. Talking all that shit. Y'all ain't come through. Y'all,
Somebody said, born in the 80s, crack baby. I'm cracking up. It said, rest in peace, Dolph. Yes, rest in peace to him. Somebody said, right, trying to rebuild from that. Now these niggas smoke wet, K2 and popping perks. Real shit.
It's
They
always going to be
passing
some kind of drug because motherfuckers need a way to escape.
every time. They said they passing so many gun laws now. Y'all just seen they just passed that bill in Pennsylvania. No, facts. I saw that shit. Remember, I told you about that.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to myself, I said, there's no way they pass that shit right now when people getting killed the most right the fuck now in Pennsylvania and Philly. That shit don't make no sense to me. Say we need to get our guns and gun license because these white people getting strapped to come after us one of these days.
Which
See,
I was saying, didn't I say the purge is starting, y'all? This is the beginning stages of the fucking purge.
when we talk like
It's
this,
gonna be
motherfuckers think
over.
we crazy though, friend. People think we crazy. We not crazy. We paying attention. It's right the fuck in front of you. There's no way you could sit here and deny all of this shit. There's no way you can sit back and deny it. Bitch, you know when I found out, when I came out here, I found out it was a shortage on guns. Who got the most guns?
These white people, like the bull, what was his name? Kyle Rittenhouse. Motherfuckers who like him walk around with artillery rifles and shit, automatic weapons just out in the open.
And then the motherfucking, he is fucking not guilty on all charges.
This man, he went into a different state, roaming the streets with open firearms. These are deadly fucking weapons. It's not no handgun.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to intimidate a motherfucker. Then he killed, what was it, 2 people? He
I
killed
believe it
2
was 2
people.
people, if
2
I'm not
white
mistaken.
men. 2 white men. But they'll kill our little boys for looking suspicious.
Okay.
You look suspicious, we gonna gun you down. This shit is crazy. Y'all knew he was gonna get the fuck off.
I knew for a fact he was gonna get up.
Y'all seen how he was crying. They was like, oh, little white boy.
Mm-hmm.
He's so innocent. Them fake ass tears.
Okay.
When white people cry, they be fucking red like a tomato. He wasn't red enough for me.
Bitch, it wasn't even no tears, bruh. Didn't even have a reason to be there. Exactly.
That's that cry you make when you about to get your ass whooped. No, mom, don't do it.
Charles, let me have been one of them jurors in that bitch. I'd be like, dick up, young boy. Fuck out of here. We sending you right straight to the jail. Pussy, fuck you talking about? Fake scared for his life. Period. Like, boy, fuck you.
He wasn't scared.
That nigga knew he was getting off.
It's crazy.
Yes.
And he's a teenager. How old was he? 19?
I don't even know, bitch. I think he was 19.
He old enough to know better. He old enough to know what the fuck he was doing. If he wouldn't have been walking around trying to intimidate motherfuckers, would nobody try to take the gun from him?
They wasn't gonna do that shit regardless. I just gotta chill, bitch. But they wasn't gonna do that regardless, friend. They said 17. He was 17. Let it have been one of ours. Sad,
just to think about so many of us that get gunned down. So many of these little boys that get gunned down for some bullshit. For looking suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all let this 17-year-old who intentionally left his state and went to somebody else's state with a fucking firearm out in the open. It's just, why do we even have to explain this shit? This country is fucking racist. It's a rank system, and the white hand is the right hand.
Okay.
Like, fuck out of here. That shit is crazy.
Fuck these motherfuckers.
I'm appalled. I'm disgusted. I'm not surprised, though.
Not surprised at all. Okay? Because that's what they do. The system, the judicial system wasn't for us. Never was. It was to keep us wrapped up in everything. that they had going on for us. Fuck them motherfuckers. Fuck them.
What the shit did? So I know.
Period. Okay.
No shit.
And as far as the rapper that just passed away, he had such a big impact on his community. And it's sad that rappers get looked at, and a lot of rappers get looked at in a negative light. Some of them are really giving back. Some of them are really giving hope and inspiration to these kids. And even though they can't help that they're fucking product of their environment, that's where they grew up. Like, but when they make it,
Go ahead.
when they make it to a certain caliber and they start doing things for their community and try to change the outlook on things, you can't do nothing but give them props. And it's sad that he was killed at a place that he go to every time he go to his hometown.
That's the same thing that fucking happened in Nipsey Hussle. He got killed on the property he had going for the hood. When they see you doing good, it's that, like you said, that crabs in the barrel syndrome. It be your own people to gun you the fuck down.
Every time.
Who gunned down Martin Luther King? Malcolm X.
That was in the blogs lately too. I forgot exactly what that article was.
They were black men though, right?
2 black men.
It be your own people, and that's the saddest part.
It's always your own people. That's why we gotta
start with us first. Because if we can make it out, we can make it eye to eye with these people of other races, these people who look down on us. But when we turn around and our support system is stabbing us in the back, we never gonna make it. Like, it's never gonna work.
Real shit.
That shit is crazy.
That's why we gotta come together and kill all of this shit and get these generational curses undone. We got the power to do that. We got the power of all of this shit. If it ain't for us, it ain't shit.
Real shit.
It ain't a motherfucking thing, friend. So how you feel about this live?
I feel like this was a good live.
Yes.
Good job. And shout out to our fucking 3 solid viewers. Like, I see y'all been this joint since we started. Y'all ain't hop out. Y'all ain't leave, come back.
Okay. We love y'all. Somebody said Nip died days before he was organizing a no-gun drive for the community, and Dolph passed days before he was about to give out turkeys to his community.
The fuckery.
That's so sad.
It is crazy.
We gotta do better.
Shit, if we knew better, we do better. All motherfuckers know is to hate on the next nigga.
Motherfuckers just don't get it, man.
To the men in the comments, have y'all ever experienced hate from your peers, from your black or indigenous brothers? Do y'all experience it from them before people of other races?
I believe they probably do, cause I know I experience hate from black women more than anything.
Right. Me too.
It's the hookah for me. I'm cracking up. Yeah, I realized that. And even with my child, like, she tell me all the time, like, people be saying this, people saying that. I be like, who was it? Oh, some little black girl. That's how you know it's taught. It's taught. It's taught. Since we feel intimidated by the others, we inflict that on each other.
Definitely.
We compete with each other. Shit is sad. Everybody hates on us because the world is designed that way. Facts. So it is now 10 o'clock in my time, 11 o'clock your time. So y'all know we gonna have to go.
It's been fun.
It's been real. It's been fun. Our next topic, we are going to be talking about women empowerment. Yo, we still getting more people. Even in high school, my friends would say, "Cook, she look like you." The girl would make the ugliest face, like I'm ugly or something. Sad. Oh, bitch, we getting more comments. What the hell? Yeah, somebody else just came in.
I can't see none of them. Instagram fucking.
We getting a lot of love. I said mainly from the Muslims, but since I've been teaching our indigenous history, I get a lot of love from the general public. Most of my hate come from indigenous Muslims. They said, ladies, weed, pills, and liquor won't give you an escape. Y'all have to remember who you are.
You talking to us directly? Because liquor give me an escape. I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
I was about to say, bitch, I had to put that shit down. It was giving me too much of an escape, bitch.
Yeah.
I said,
But real
woo, let me
shit,
take a
I hear
break
you.
from this shit. Not for real. That was my aunt that said that. She said, love ya. But no, said mainly from the Muslims
Mm.
that he get the most hate. He got a lot of love from the general public. That's
I can
crazy.
understand it. Because, you know, Muslims, Islam say that they the truth in the way. Anybody who ain't with it, they going the wrong way. Y'all the blessed people, so it gives you an entitlement.
Mm-hmm.
So I know what's best.
For real. I experienced that too. You experienced that? Because I know you was in the Islam.
I was always in it in myself. Like I never, like my family, they was like shocked when I converted,
Mm.
but I could tell they admired it to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But I never like had family and people. But I do. I want to say I embodied that quality. Like I thought I, I was blessed. You couldn't tell me
Mm-hmm.
I'm still blessed. You can't tell me I'm
Period.
not. Just for me understanding that message, because so many people don't even read the Quran because they think, okay, that's not the way. I'm Christian. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then seeing women, Muslim women, they have a certain pride about themselves. They know they blessed.
Yes. Yes.
So I mean, I'm not saying don't live in that power, but don't. It's one thing to be blessed, and another thing to tear another religion down, because they also
Mm-hmm.
the Quran also says that Christians are blessed.
Mm-hmm.
They know the truth, and a couple other religions know the truth. So you can't just be tearing motherfuckers down and telling them they wrong.
Right. Oh, because you want some shit like I'm the chosen one.
Because you blessed, but you also supposed to be humble first.
And
People
it's a
forget
lot
that
of
shit.
Muslims that's not humble. That who could seem to like blowing bubbles. I'm cracking up. It's a lot of Muslims that's not humble. And that was another thing that turned me away from Islam. A lot of the Muslims I knew was not humble. A lot of them
Picking and
were,
choosing what they want to fucking practice and what they want to follow. That's
yes.
in all religions though. Motherfuckers pick and choose.
Mm-hmm. It's the hypocrisy for me.
For real.
All right, y'all. Oh, damn. All right, one last comment. Oh, well, shit, last two. Well, they have a lot of influence on our people in Philly, so anything that threatens that is a problem, and our
Mm-hmm.
awakening to who we are is a threat to religion. Shit, I'm
Definitely.
God's favorite human. Who gonna tell me different? I know that's the fuck.
That's real shit.
Bitch, yes. All right, y'all, we gotta end this live on that note.
Okay.
So, like I said, our next live is gonna be on women empowerment.
Mm-hmm.
So we definitely want y'all to tune in. And it's not only for women, it's for men too. So come and show your love, okay?
Oh shit.
It's been real, it's been fun. You already know, same time, same place, same faces. Remember that pro black is not anti-white. We see y'all next week.
Yeah. And we love who love us. So if you don't love us, fuck you too.
Okay?
Bye.